Breaking news, the Chicago Bears have placed running back Tarik Cohen on the PUP list, the physically unable to perform list. So what does this mean? Why did they do it? Let's talk about it. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, hit that big red subscribe button down below, guys. Make sure you're following me on all my social media platforms and hit the bell icon to be notified every time I drop a new video. Let's get into it. All right, so as I mentioned, the Chicago Bears have placed Tarik Cohen on the PUP list. Now, why did the Bears place him on the PUP list? What does this mean, okay? Basically, teams place players on this list when that player is not healthy and not able to perform or practice. And that's essentially what this means, right? Physically unable to perform, PUP. And this basically means that Tarik Cohen is not going to be able to practice with the Bears until he is off this list. Now, he can be activated off this list anytime, but until he is activated, he will not be able to practice. So this basically tells me that Tarik Cohen, who tore his ACL last season in week 3, is still not fully recovered from it. All right. He still is rehabbing in terms of getting himself all the way back to 100%, and he's not 100%. That's essentially what this tells me, okay? Now, the season is still a few months away, but training camp's right around the corner. So if the Bears placed him on the PUP list right now, that means he's not ready for training camp, or at least the start of training camp. So that's not a good sign, all right? And Tarik Cohen is a big part of this Bears offense when he is healthy as a pass-catching running back. So him being healthy for this team is very important. All right, so from this news, there's basically two takeaways I have, all right? Number one is, thank God the Bears have a lot of depth at the receiver position this season, okay? Even though we traded away Anthony Miller, which I obviously talked about as well, if you guys want to check out my thoughts on that, there's still plenty of receiver depth here, okay? So let's take a look here. We got A-Rob, Darnell Mooney. We signed Marquise Goodwin. We signed Damiere Byrd. We still have Riley Ridley, Jawan Wims. We drafted Daz Newsome. And we have tight ends that are also pass catchers in Jimmy Graham and Cole Kmet. So there is no shortage of pass catchers for the Bears. So I say that because Tarik Cohen's biggest ability is his catching ability as a running back, right? He's able to catch the football and break guys off, or I should say make guys miss him, and he's very elusive. So that's the one thing. The second thing, though, is even though we have a lot of depth, there is nobody who can do what Tarik Cohen does. When Tarik Cohen went down last season, we missed that big explosive element in our offense. Now, I get it, our quarterback play wasn't very good between Mitchell Trubisky and Nick Foles, but even when they were there and we had Tarik Cohen, we had this explosive big playability. Tarik Cohen's a guy who can literally make a guy miss and take it to the house, right? He's got that type of ability to take the top off your defense, if you will. And those type of plays really just change the momentum of a game, right? So they bust open the offense. Like, your offense starts clicking after a play is made by a guy like that. So Tarik Cohen's very important to this team. Even though we have a lot of depth, there's still nobody who can do what Tarik Cohen can do. So I really, really hope that Tarik Cohen is able to be healthy at the start of the season. We do still have running back depth. Obviously, we signed Damian Williams, and obviously our starting running back is David Montgomery. And we also drafted a running back in Khalil Herbert. So there's no shortage of depth. But to me, still nobody does what Tarik Cohen does. I hope he is back very soon, and I hope he's there to start the season because I am looking forward to it. I love what Tarik Cohen brings to this team. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below if you agree with me or disagree with me. Does Tarik Cohen not being there hurt the Bears a lot? Does it not? Let me know what you guys think. As always, thanks for watching.